Welcome back to the third quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick here, Andrew.
Good morning.
And let's get a few pictures. We've got some pictures from my longtime friend, Don Moe, from over at Sipamo Point, the Point as we refer to it.
You got it.
And
he's got some pelicans.
Yes, he has really sent us some good pictures. And he's doing this on a part-time professional basis. If you want to buy some of these pictures, they're available for sale. And if you want him to take you pictures of you and the sunset in the background or something for something special, he'd be happy to do that. And we certainly can recommend these pictures here. Just show
beautiful, huh?
Beautiful, beautiful pictures. He's got some good eyes for a good picture. Good luck to you, Don.
How about a good old house in Washington?
Yep, that's on, I believe, Carrier and St. John.
I believe you're correct.
And I went there, I passed in front of that and remembered that I had purchased that little house from Jack Womack one night around 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess we were half juiced up and he was ready to sell.
You weren't coming back from church at that time?
No, not coming back from church. So I drove by in the dark to see it, and of course when I bought it, it was overgrown with vines and trees and all, and Willie was working. Willie was alive then, Willie Stevens, and I guess Harry was there by then when I might have just been aboard, and of course Mac was there, little David was there.
I remember us riding out to go check out the property.
We had some work to do, but the little house is still standing good, and that was one of them, I think, built in the 1800s.
It's an old one. It's made out of all just wood with no paint on it, just a plain rough paint.
Didn't show any sign of ever having been painted.
Yeah.
And the old Washington High School, which is now the Antique Mall, and it's really well kept. It looks good. You'd think they're having classes, whereas they're having about 100 vendors per openings. When they open on a weekend, they have about 100 vendors either inside of the school building, the gymnasium, and quite a number out in the open air.
Our friends Carol and Richard LaFleur, I know, go there pretty regular, so they're out there with a booth. And there's your Polaris.
That's my Polaris, and I can
on the
put
big
it.
dually?
That's right. The dually, of course, is a GMC, which you can purchase from Sterling Automotive here in Opelousas. Sterling GMC Buick.
Man.
And then you can get the nice little trailer that the Polaris is sitting on from Acadiana Tire and Trailer Service. Marie and Honore Pete, the owners there, another good friends of ours. And then the Polaris, of course, you can buy it brand new over at Pete Ford in Eunice, Louisiana. And I'm going to show you some pictures. You see how the doors are black right now and kind of look drab. Well,
I might better jump.
Yeah,
over
we're going to jump.
How about there?
Now look how we just put just a little touch of Cajun to it. The Ragin' Cajuns, we put 2 decals, and this young man did those in just no time at all, and that's Nick Savant, and that's Mike and Dana.
And Dana's son,
Savant, and that's his father-in-law and mother, no, his grandfather and grandmother, of course, is Lester and
Noogie Bork.
Noogie Bork.
All
from Port Barry.
The great-grandson of Tidolf Adolf Bork.
There you go. This was done, I mean, right in-house. They made the decals. This is not decals I went out and bought.
Right.
They made them to kind of size my bike.
Right.
And we think it came out very good, Nick. And then let's show where you can go get these signs made.
Over at
Automotive Gear. They have tires, but they also well known for their add-on gear that you can buy to spruce up your pick-em-up truck or your vehicle.
I put the Nerf bars underneath mine that you can step up in the truck. I put what they call bushwhackers over the fenders to keep the paint clean when I go off-road in my truck, you know.
Nick did this in just no time at all. They're really professionals over there. I can recommend them, and I don't write any insurance or anything else. I recommend them because they do good work.
How about this one real quick I wanted to get to last week? We talked about the Southern Club, how they're trying to get everything back and try to get a big comeback to go. They're doing a fundraiser for it where they're selling bumper stickers for $5 each, and here's what the bumper stickers look like. Save the Southern Club, and you can go to SaveTheSouthernClub.com or go to Save the Southern Club on Facebook and get more info and get you some stickers. But the old Southern Club, you know, the guy who's really pushing hard right now is Ray Vidrine, who's Chick's brother.
Right.
And Herman Fuselier, you see right there, who writes a lot of promotional stuff about our local music and all in the history of the Southern. They're trying to get some grants.
This is where Swamp and Roll music started,
exactly.
right here at the one of the places, Evangeline Club over in Ville Platte.
And we got a good picture of Chick himself right
Chick.
there.
When I got home that Christmas night and opened that refrigerator, there was nothing but the carcass left of that big turkey. And first thing, I was just a young kid, and I hollered to Mom and Dad. I said, "Chick's been here." And sure enough, he died, and we'd still joke about that.
All the music legends he's played with, Little Bob, Rod Bernard, Warren Storm, and of course, the other guy helping out a whole bunch is Slick, very active in helping his uncle get the word out.
That's correct. That is correct.
All right, let's see if we got some more photos.
Yeah,
let's go
went over to...
Let's see, I'm jumping around here. Take me a second to get there. How about this one? You went to Marksville, Bunkie? Marksville.
Marksville, Louisiana. Keith Fountain with the Fountain Agency, which is primarily a adjusting company doing mostly flood insurance claims. And he's been on the northeast coast up there where the terrible storms took place. He had, like Clay Bertrand would say, he had thousands of claims assigned to his company. And this is their annual seminar where they earn their continuing education to be certified by the insurance department as a certified adjuster. Right. And the man on the left here is and I'll get it, Mike Ewalt. He's from Montana. He's with the Torrent technology firm, and they represent several companies, including, I think I'm correct when I say Imperial, and they have the finest software program to handle these claims, both for the adjusters and for the homeowner or business owner that has to file a claim. They're very, very up to date on everything. And the other young man in the center is Matt. I always want to forget.
You said it a while ago.
Yep, I just said it.
And I'll remember it eventually.
Munson.
There you are.
Knew his daddy, Munson. And of course, that's Noel Bunal on the right, my little buddy that takes me fishing over in Venice, Louisiana. And those are two longtime employees of Imperial et al. On the right is Terry, and on the left is Miss Janice. Janice will soon be 30 years with our companies.
Only 30?
Yep, I remembered hiring her back in those early days. And this is Ken and Ann Hickenbottom, and they live in the Gulf Shores area, and they are adjusters out there, and they all came in for this seminar. They needed their continuing ed and kind of a break. They got lonesome for down home, even though they live in Gulf Shores. That's Cajun country today. And this man playing the guitar here is Wade Reeses. He's also an adjuster and has his own CDs out.
How you like that?
One-man show. And this is Keith Fountain on the left and his mama on the right. And look at his mama, how she's holding him. Oh, yeah. Love, and she's proud of her little boy. Keith, of course, is one of our biggest benefactors to our annual breakfast for Santa for the Cerebral Palsy Clinic. Keith and others make the toll add up pretty quick when he sends in that big check. And this young lady here is Ashley Monroe. She's the accountant, and the next day from this, that doesn't show, but she's pregnant, and she was going to have her baby last Thursday.
Cool. So she's out the night before, and she's going to the hospital the next morning.
Next morning, have the baby. Wow. I said, well, now, be sure to be back in early December to send that check you send me every year. She said, Mr. Bobby, in June, I'll be back at work. And knowing the dedication that these employees show for Keith and the organization, she'll be doing some of the work at home with the baby. And this is Janice and Matt, and Terry, and Bobby. I even got in a few of them.
You got a few.
And this young lady is Kelly Piccola. And she was a good singer, by the way, and she also takes pictures for the company.
Very good.
And these three girls are having a good time. The lady in the middle is Carla Fisher. She is the office manager and keeps all those papers moving around and the bills going out and the checks being mailed to the insureds and everything. And on the left is her daughter, Paige, and on the right is Donna. All three, of course, are with the Fountain Agency. And I was a winner. How about that?
There you go.
Can't say that I never win anything. Won 2 $25 chips.
There you go.
And these young ladies, I told you who they were earlier.
Some of them.
I named
No,
them.
I don't know about those two. You told me about the others for sure.
Yeah, those two.
How about we just tell them hi?
Hi, Sharon, Sharon and Aaron. Sharon on the left and Aaron on the right, two sweethearts. And the alligators are alive, by the way.
Inside the hotel?
Yep, inside the hotel, but they don't get to your room. They're well managed with guards.
Man.
And these two young ladies had just arrived and didn't get their names, but got their pictures. The one on the left is from South Carolina. The one on the right is from Kansas.
Man, that's
just
important.
flew in. And got a little story with these young ladies right here. This young lady is Christy Bertrand, and she works with Littleton Claim Service. I said, is Huey still active? Well, she said, you know Mr. Huey? I said, I sure do. And Huey, of course, hails from Eunice, Louisiana, been very successful as a claims adjuster, and he specializes in large claims.
And in large RVs. He's got a beautiful RV.
Beautiful RV, and told some little stories about the RVs and how he uses it in his business. He travels a lot and handling these large major claims.
And there's no hotels, no electricity. You got to have something with your generator and all that.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And just good people. And then the next young lady, she says, Mr. Bobby. And I walked over there. She says, I know you don't know me, but I heard you talking to the next booth where Christy was sitting. They were sitting next to each other, and they were vendors. They referred to as vendors.
With Service Master.
And she's with Service Master.
That's the cleanup people after
right.
your fire or your water damage.
Her name is Marla Green, but she says, I think you know my mom and daddy real well. And of course, her daddy is the late Mr. Bumpy, Judge Bumpy Ware, and Pat, his wife. So Bumpy and Pat's beautiful young daughter. Okay. And of course, all her relatives are right here from the Pagets right here in town. And that is Mr. Sam Hebert, a local man, marketing manager for Service Pro. And they clean up, Service Master, they clean up after fires and floods, and so they were there to promote their services. And this is a picture of Keith kind of getting the last bite before he goes in and makes his little speech to the group the following. That was in the morning. That was a 9 o'clock morning meeting.
Why don't you come back to us, Steve, before we go to our commercial break. I want to remind everybody the Lieutenant Governor is coming into town May the 9th. That's next Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at the St. Landry Parish Visitor Center. He's going to get there at 3 p.m. for a press conference. But all day long, it's going to be like an open house celebrating National Tourism Week. Go by and get to meet a whole bunch of the people. A lot of the businesses here in town will all be set up there, talking about how tourism helps our economy here in St. Landry Parish. And what else we got? How about this? The first bumper sticker that the Southern Club sold was sold to Mr. Wayne Doucette over here right next to us here at Toby's, the old Toby's Little Lodge, where he's got the nice bar, and come hear some good music there with Wayne Doucette.
They had a big article in the Daily World, which was very complimentary. So
about his
Wayne,
car show and his
car show
place.
and how he's fixed up the place, and congratulations to you all, Wayne.
We'll see y'all on the other side of a minute for the last quarter.